going to be doing a rifle mule deer hunt. We'll be here all week, up on these high vantage points glassing. It's just incredible. You know, I had a earlier hunt in Colorado this year on archery mule deer hunt, and we were hunting cropland, agricultural land. There was standing corn. Real tough to see. This is just amazing because you can see this landscape is just incredible, and you know, you can just glass for hours here and see different things and then plan your stalk. So it's pretty interesting. And plus, I'm a novice rifle hunter, and I got this Nikon scope, this Monarch scope on my Hart rifle, and this is amazing because it's got minutes of angle. I've never shot a scope like this where you can actually dial in. It's I have a chart here with my ballistics worked into it, and I can just dial in the yardage, and this gun shoots so flat. It's just an amazing piece of machinery, and this is going to be a crazy week, and I'm pretty pumped up about being here. We just spotted a buck down on that sage flat. I think we're going to go after him. It's a good buck. I know this is a rifle hunt, and we're probably going to be taking long shots, but we're going to have to stalk our way in. We don't know how many other animals we're going to bump on the way. Just pays to be safe. I always spray down whenever I'm in the field. So Bobby Hart hooked me up with this great rifle, and John LaCourte of Nikon set me up with this amazing Monarch scope. This scope had minutes of angle. It's just something I'm new to. I've never shot with a scope that had minutes of angle. I don't really know much about it, but we downloaded some apps, put in my ballistics, the firearm I'm using, and you know what, came back with all these yardage and adjustments and adjustments for windage. It's pretty scientific. You know, like I said, I'm a bow hunter. I don't think much about these things when I'm bow hunting. But when you're shooting 200, 300, 400, 500 yards or further, those things do come into play. And it's really nice to be able to dial your scope in and know that at 300 yards, you're dead on, even though your scope might be zeroed at 100, you're dead on at 300, holding your crosshairs exactly where you need to on the animal. There's a few things about hunting in the snow. The visibility is much better. The animals don't blend in. They do stand out in the snow, but it makes a noisier stalk. It was tough trying to find some spots because there was a little crust on some of the snow, a little ice. You wanted to keep that sound down when you're putting your stalk on. But all in all, I liked hunting in the winter like that for long-range shooting because the animals just pop right out of the landscape. One of the things about New Mexico is they're just noted for their mule deer, the size of the mule deer they have. And it's just, it's an interesting hunt. It's a great place to be, especially for a rifle hunter. I would love to do it a little earlier season with the bow, when there was maybe a little more cover or just not as noisy traveling through the snow. I think that would be pretty cool to watch these mule deer bed down and put a stalk on them. But it was the same thing with the rifle, and in these conditions, this was perfect. And they just have numbers and numbers of mule deer. Quality mule deer, that's the key. They know the animals that are there. They've been glassing them all summer. If you want a quality mule deer, this is a kind of a place you want to head to. You know, I'm a bow hunter. I love bow hunting. I love the fact that you're getting close to animals. You're outwitting an animal's senses. To me, that's more of a hunting challenge. But I got to tell you something. Rifle hunting is a whole new thing for me because the accuracy and how much is involved. You're breathing, things that you never thought about, all come into play with a rifle hunt. So although I'm going to always lean towards bow hunting, that's my passion and what I love to do, I'm going to take a serious look at this rifle hunting in the future. Got this animal in the scope, and he's at a 327, over 300 yards. I'm in the scope, so I can't hold the scope steady on the sticks. I'm kind of jumping around at that distance. So I tell my outfitter, I asked him, Tommy, to lean on me just to steady me a bit. He got in there and just said, dude, come out of the sticks for a second because you're shaking like crazy. And it's unnerving to shoot that long with a rifle on an animal that you're just not used to doing. So it took some time, take a deep breath, go back in on those sticks and hold that crosshair steady. It's I give a lot of rifle hunters who shoot long distances a lot of credit. Tommy.
All right, bud.
326, brother. 326. Oh, man.
All right.
You know, I have no rifle shot, and 326 is a hell of a shot for me.
It's a long shot.
Doesn't get better than this, man. He's down.
You just want
Oh,
to
dude.
keep going.
I'm psyched, man. I want to get my hands on him. And we've been walking forever. 326 yards is quite a poke, man. He's got to be in here somewhere. You see him? Oh man, Tommy. My man.
Super shot, man. That was awesome.
Look at this deer, man. Look at this deer. Look how wide he is. What a beautiful buck. He's just fantastic. You know, I've never shot a mule deer that was 30 inches, and he's gonna go 30, no question here. And Unit 12, they just have amazing animals here. They really have some amazing resources. Their mule deer and elk are just top shelf, man. You don't get any better than this, and they do manage this really well. They know a lot of the animals that are here. They've been glassing them. They know what's here. We spent a day glassing animals, showing me what was here before we decided to go after this guy this morning. Well, that was a great trip out here in New Mexico, and I stay in touch with the guys, Tommy and Ronnie from Team Yellow Horse. I stay in touch with them probably weekly now because I realize that New Mexico is definitely going to be a destination that's in my future.
To keep up with all the great hunting action and products used on the show, check us out on the web at livethewildlifetv.com.